And the California Secretary of State sends a letter to Shasta County about hand counting ballots in its upcoming election. This letter comes ahead of the November 7th special election, a week from Tuesday. Action News Now reporter Taylor Helms is live outside the elections office in Redding. Taylor, what are you hearing about the response to this letter?
Well, Linda, Shasta County Supervisor Chairman Patrick Jones says that he kind of expected a letter like this, but the Shasta County Registrar of Voters, Kathy Darling Allen, says that this letter is special. Now take a look. This is a copy of that letter that was sent from the California Secretary of State, Shirley Weber, and sent to the Shasta County Supervisors and Registrar of Voters. Jones is calling this an overreach by the state against the county, and Jones says he is seeking out legal firms to take this matter to court. He says he's focused more on the primary in March in 2024, not this special election that's happening next week.
Disappointed, obviously, because nowhere in there did they say that, you know, you should be able to have the ability to hand count and electronic tabulate to double check. That clearly only electronic tabulation and nothing else. It seems unusual, even for the Secretary of State to make such comments.
Certainly, the supervisors have a job to do. It is not running elections for the county. That's my job. And that's what I intend to do, is the job I was elected to do by the voters for the 5th time last year.
Allen says the Secretary of State's office has every right to have observers here, but this letter is something different and special, and it is pointed at the current situation in Shasta County and the controversy over how to count ballots. So Jones told me today that he will most likely be responding to the Secretary of State with a letter of his own. Live in Redding, Taylor Helms, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
So Taylor, what can people expect next week for that special election?
Well, Allen says that they've been busy and that the ballots, have already been mailed out to people living in Area 2 for that gateway vote that's happening next week. If you didn't get one, reach out to the elections office. It'll also be in-person voting, And this election, it'll be using the HART machines, so it won't be any hand counting ballots this election. The HART machines were approved by the county and the Board of Supervisors earlier in April.
All right, thank you, Taylor. That special election in Shasta County again happens Tuesday. Allen said the elections office has been busy since January and is adequately staffed to handle the next election.